Hi Dystinct Magazine readers, my name is Dan Colquhoun. I am also known as Rocking Dan Teaching Man on YouTube, or Rocking Dan for short. I am from Sydney, Australia. I have dyslexia and I am distinct. So my YouTube channel, Rocking Dan Teaching Man, has educational songs that I've written and recorded on it, and I've made animations to go along with that. And I created the channel because I'm now a primary school teacher and I'm currently teaching Year 1. The YouTube channel has about 10 million views on it, which is fantastic. And it's been a long journey going from being a child diagnosed with dyslexia in primary school to becoming a teacher and a YouTuber and musician. So the name Rocking Dan comes from two things. It's got two meanings. It's got a sort of a basic meaning, which is just my name is Dan and I like rock music and I play rock music. So Rocking Dan fits that, but it has a deeper meaning, and that has to do with my dyslexia. So when I was 9, I was diagnosed and as dyslexic, and in the educational psychologist report that diagnosed me, there's a line in it that really struck me as an adult. And it says, as Daniel began to read, he began to rock, which is an indication of how anxious he has become. So I was so anxious when I was reading, I was actually physically rocking. It made me that upset to actually read. So that's where Rocking Dan comes from. So like I said, it's been a long journey. So when I was diagnosed as dyslexic, they found that I had really a lot of what was said severe specific learning difficulties in the report. So my decoding ability, my ability to lift the words off the page, to match sounds to symbols and blend them together and be able to read the words, was about 2.5 years below my actual age, my chronological age. But my language comprehension was about 2 years above. So there was a 4.5 year difference between my ability to actually read the words and understand the comprehend things, understand things, the vocabulary. That was well above my ability in vocabulary and language comprehension. So I felt like I was really trapped. My brain was trapped in this body, this head that really couldn't read and write, and it had a huge negative impact on my self-esteem, because I felt like I wasn't very smart, and because I couldn't read and struggled with learning, with that sort of learning. So being able to access reading and being able to write and express and spell the words and be able to express what you know was really hard for me. And that's where your self-worth comes from as a child. You feel like you're not very intelligent. But I was quite an intelligent person. And so they were my challenges and my working memory. So I couldn't really hold on to information for very long. So that also made it challenging with learning. So I had to work really, really hard to get to where I am today. I had some champions in my life. My family were very, very supportive, and particularly my mum. So she took me to places to help me with my learning, and she advocated for me at school. So thanks very much, Mum. That really helped. So how do I manage those challenges right now? I have to be really, really organised, write things down, use post-it notes, that sort of thing. Make sure I know where I'm putting everything, have everything lined up. So that's my challenges with my memory. What are my hobbies right now? Definitely my hobbies are playing music. I love to play music. I love to write songs. I find that it's a great creative outlet. I like to run, getting outdoors, getting exercise. It's good it makes you feel good. So that's what I like to do. I love to take photos and use the Photoshop program and edit photos and things like that. Make artworks. That's something that I really love to do. So my advice to children today who are dyslexic is that you're going to have to work really, really hard and it's a responsibility of the adults around you to give you the right sort of instruction that you need. So explicit, systematic, cumulative teaching of the alphabetic code with lots of repetition. And so that's my advice to parents. If you're looking for someone to help your child, make sure they're skilled in multisensory structured language, or the Orton-Gillingham approach, so they can explicitly and systematically teach with lots of repetition the alphabetic principle to your child. Some more advice to children who are dyslexic, or anyone who's dyslexic. When I was 9, I was feeling really low about myself. Everything was hard, and I had a particularly bad day. An adult who was dyslexic talked to me, which was really great. And they said to me, I know you're in a dark place right now. You're in a dark tunnel and you can't really see the light. It's just a tiny pinprick in the distance. You're in this dark tunnel and there's just a small ray of light. But one day that light will shine brightly on you. You'll get to the end of the tunnel and you'll be flooded with light. You'll be flooded with daylight, and you'll see how far you've come on your journey. And that was amazing advice at the time. I've never forgotten it, and it did make me feel a little better at the time. And now it makes me feel a whole lot better. I wouldn't say I've quite gotten to the end of the tunnel, but it's certainly shining very brightly for me now. And that's just through a lot of hard work and getting the right sort of support. So that would be my advice. Also, find things that you're good at and enjoy those. Find some hobbies, things that you're good at, things that you like doing, and work really hard on the things that you're not so good at. And that's my advice. So, yeah. Anything else? I think that's it. Yeah, that's my story. And when I was diagnosed with dyslexia, it was like a huge weight had been lifted off my shoulders when someone sat down and explained to me, you're dyslexic. That's the reason why you're struggling with reading and writing. It's not because you're not smart. It's not because you're unintelligent. It's because you've got a neurobiological difference in your brain, and you're just going to have to work really hard at reading and writing. And so, yeah, it's been a long journey to get to being a dyslexic child to an adult who is now a teacher. But it's just taken a lot of work. So this is Rocking Dan Teaching Man saying goodbye to all of you who are watching this through Dystinct Magazine. Have a great rest of the day and keep working hard. Find things that you enjoy and you can achieve amazing things. Alright, so this is Rocking Dan Teaching Man saying goodbye. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. Rocking Dan Teaching Man, lots of great fun educational songs for you on there. Alright, bye for now and keep rocking.